This is the office. Well, this was known as the office. This is going to be a downstairs bedroom for me because of my spine as I get worse as I get older. But this wall was completely damaged by the flood. Same as the wall at the back. These have all got to come out because they're all mould damaged. And the ceilings as well, they are showing signs in those. These are brand new lights I put up. One time when I come out over Christmas, I had to change these because the other lights were starting to get a bit smelly and hot. There was a 2 metre radiator there which we took out because obviously it took the brunt of the water and it was completely damaged from rust and other crap that was all over it. So I've decided to throw that away and we'll order up new radiators. The wall I took down because literally you could put your finger through it. Again, we'll repair that. The understairs cupboard I had to take out because obviously all my tools were in there and they got absolutely wrecked. And obviously all the plasterboard fell down in there, so I thought strip it out to start again. There was a radiator here as well in this room which I've taken out and will be coming out completely and it'll be capped off under the floor. Obviously more mushrooms growing there, which is lovely. You know, hideous things. This door here was flood damaged that you couldn't open it. Or I did open it on the day we got here, and then I had to use a crowbar to shut it because I couldn't get the door closed properly. But our plan, because obviously we've got 2 front doors and we don't need one because this was the original front door to the house, we will be taking the door out and we will be getting a window put in there to put more light into this area and do away with the door, but that's something we will sort out. The radiator there basically fell over. I've actually got to check the pipework under the floor when I get to this stage of taking the floor up, because I think either that pipe or the other one is actually snapped because the radiator was laying down 90 degrees to the floor and pipework don't bend that far. But again, ceilings all came down. There was parts left up, but there was parts that came down. Obviously all the lagging's gone mouldy, so that will all be getting cut out. The boards are all mouldy, so they get treated, or majority of the upstairs will be lifted and replaced. But at the same token, all pipework will be sorted out. Anything redundant will be taken out and destroyed and replaced with new. This is the utility room. Again, all this area here, the wall was completely knackered. The units were held up onto a piece of MDF board that was over the top of the plaster, but that was covered in mould, and when I took that off, the plasterboard just fell off the wall. The ceiling had come down in this section, which had caused, because it came down with the light fitting on it, it actually dented the washing machine that was stored in here, because I hadn't quite got around to fitting that yet. That was one of the things that I brought up just after Christmas to install the washing machine, and obviously it got damaged. The washing machine is actually full of water. Still trying to work out how you got it in there. I believe the drawer may have opened slightly, or me being open slightly, and the water cascaded in, but all the electronics are blown. So that washing machine is completely knackered. Again, more mushrooms growing. I took this wall out because I needed to get access to here, because this wall was damaged. Not from the flood, it was previous sloppy workmanship, and me and my brother decided that we needed to get access to redo all that brickwork because it was atrocious. So I've blocked that up under my own expense, no expense to anyone else. The boiler, I have attempted to fire the boiler and it does run, so I know the boiler is fine because I've heard it fire. Obviously controls, motorised valves, I've manually moved over and I've heard the water moving around. The pump should be waterproof, watertight, same as the valves. If not, I can change the heads to the valves, so that's not a problem. There was some electrics removed there, which was a cooker point, which I took out because it was something that wasn't needed. So it's been mostly made redundant. The kitchen units in here were completely destroyed, so I took those out, removed the plasterboard because it was all mouldy. There's only one little bit left in there, which is down the back of the boiler, which I can't get out, plus where all the controls are. But again, these will all be taken out, the pipework will be altered, and tidied up and made to look better. A lot of those valves and that will probably go up in the loft to make life a lot easier. But again, the floor in here is blown. It's a timber. It's an original timber floor, though looking at the way that is down there, that could be bolts there, or it could be the sheet timber that we've got underneath all this lot. Again, I've got to take the tiles up to find out, but this is ongoing. Again, the understairs. This is the storeroom out the back. We've taken plaster down. This all fell down, but we've taken all this out, as you can see, because obviously there's mould. It's part of the original building, but there's a lot of mould in here that I need to rectify. There's walls that have got to be looked at to see why they're all different shapes and sizes. But again, more mushrooms growing over in the corner there, plenty of them. So I don't know what is under this floor. This unit that we inherited is completely wrecked. It's all blown now, and it doesn't. Yeah, it's all come apart. So that's basically wrecked. All the joints are blown. That was a nice piece of furniture. I was looking forward to using that as a stores box, but that's wrecked. All this stuff on here was existing. That was left by a previous owner. So we're not worried about that. Lights in here don't work, so we need to get up. There's a hole there in the roof. So all stuff that's going to get sorted. The fuse board, which was up here, which blew, this has all been replaced and it's all updated. This is redundant, and this is going to be moved from here into the storeroom. This is the temporary supply that I've had put on, which I paid for by an electrician to get put on temporarily so we could run some power. This bathroom, I doubt, is going to light up very well in here, but there's voids everywhere, which I think me and my brother are going to brick up because he's not happy about that. This ducting is what goes upstairs in that other room that was in that corner I showed you, and as you can see, water did cascade down it because it's brought dirt down. That was a window that was in this room, which didn't go nowhere because obviously it was bolted up the other side in the front room. So I'm now taking that out, blocking that up, because what's the point of having it? But I doubt we're going to see very well, but there's mushrooms growing everywhere. I've got them down here as well. So all got to be sorted out first. There's the existing pipework which we'll make use of. This toilet is operational, but only when the water's turned on. That might actually. Better turn that on quickly just to flush it on.